What's going on? It's the early morning review of the Carabao Cup final. As you can hear in my voice, it went the way of the Reds. Liverpool take the 9th League Cup title, took the record back off City, who levelled up with us last year, put them back in their place. Chelsea 0, Liverpool 0. Liverpool win after extra time, 11-10 on penalties. Kepa with the vital miss, Kellerher with the vital goal. But let's talk about this game. And I'm gonna do a live post later. So this is just a snapshot. I'm gonna do a live post. There's no way I'm not gonna come on screen for that. You know what I mean? But I told you, man. Part 1 of the quad is sorted. Yeah, part 1's sorted. And excuse the pun, but we've got to keep the same energy now. Notice what I did there with the segue. Keep the same energy like the Carabao, drink, and take everything else. This, if we do the quad, which no one in England has done, we've got to be surgical how we do this. We literally got to take every game by game, but we've got to really use the squad carefully. And I'm not gonna front like other fan bases. Nah, we don't bother about. I want the quad. I want everything. See me? I'm not one of these Sky Sports fans, yeah, that remix the number of titles based on when Sky started, which is the maddest thing I see in football. It's the maddest thing to level things up in the sense that people only start counting titles. There's two look at this. There's two different calculations that I've seen people doing in terms of winning titles. One is when the Premier League began, yeah? When the English First Division got rebranded, it's like that's when people are counting titles, which is lunacy. But you only do that because you know that Liverpool are ahead. You know what I mean? Man United got the 20th, but we've got 19. We're in the same spot, right? You only do that because you know where you stand. You're nowhere, right? Those fan bases do that foolishness. You know, that's like, you know what that's like? Let me put it in perspective for the idiots out there. That's like, Carabao, I think, have been running the Carabao Cup for, I think, the last 4 or 5 years now. So that's like saying Man City have got 3 or 4 Carabao Cups. Liverpool's got 1 Carabao Cup. Chelsea got no Carabao Cups. Man United got no. It's like you know, or we had, I think when we won the League Cup in the 80s, I think it was the Rumbelows Cup. So we got 1 Rumbelows Cup. Luton got the Littlewoods Cup. Arsenal got the, Liverpool again. We got the Worthington. We got 1 Worthington Cup. It's like, think about what you're doing. It don't make sense. But this is what the fan bases do of the other clubs, because they know. You count it as league titles. You count it as league cups. You count it as FA Cups. You count it as Champions Leagues / European Cups. That's how you count all the major honours. You know what I mean? So stop capping. But yeah, man, we got 9. So we're ahead. This game, though, is probably one of the best 0-0s I've ever seen. And that's not because Liverpool are involved in it again, because we're always involved in the epic final. You notice that? It's always us. It's always us. But yeah, this game, it could have gone either way. We won it, but I am not gonna gas and front and act like Chelsea shouldn't have won the game. You know what I mean? Because when you look at the match overall, it was pretty even in different ways. We controlled a lot of the play, the main play, but Chelsea came out flying beginning of the first half. It should have been 2 up. Pulisic should have scored. I think Mount had a chance at the end of the first half. Sadio Mane should have scored for us. Like, he should have put that away. Like, that was ridiculous, his miss. The finish that Mo did in the second half is what Sadio should have done in the first half. You know, when that shot comes in from Keita, Sadio should have dinked it. But sometimes, you know, with Sadio, I feel like he just shoots. Like, he just, I don't think about placement sometimes, just power. I don't like that kind of finishing. But anyway, Chelsea had enough clear-cut opportunities to at least go ahead. Let's not maybe say win the game, but they definitely had enough chances to go ahead, you know, and take probably control of the game, because once you've got a goal, you technically are in control because the other team has got to do something about it. So Chelsea had they had the better clear-cut opportunities, but we controlled a lot of the play. We carved them open so many times. So many times we carved them open, had chances. Man of the match is Diaz. VVD got it in the end, but to me, my man of the match was Diaz. He was absolutely tearing up Chalobah and Azpilicueta until he went off on that side. He teared them up for like 110 minutes. He ran out of puff in the end. And you've got to remember, that Wembley pitch is massive. That Wembley pitch will drain you out. If that was Anfield, he could have still probably kept going, but that Wembley pitch is massive. So you've got to look at that. Man's in his first final, and man was literally taking out 2 players. They started doubling up. They started doubling up on him. So that was the thing when I said to you that element of surprise. They would have trained for Salah and Mane, but they don't know what Diaz was bringing to the table. Now they know. Now they know. I thought Jota was a little bit anonymous, not his usual self, but he's coming back from the injury, so, you know, we got weakened by Thiago. If Thiago was playing, I say we take them out in 90 minutes. That's my honest opinion. If Thiago was playing, we take them out in 90 minutes. Thiago would have loved that game. I felt so bad for him when I saw him in tears, man. That killed me. That shows you see all you man them that try, when you're not in the final, you try and downplay the League Cup, yeah? A final's a final. You see how my man was hurt? This man's won Champions Leagues. Yeah, so before any of you want to try and go on like, oh, it's the Carabao Cup though, yeah? Yeah, it's not the one that you want to just have by itself if you're Liverpool. If you're Wigan, that cups, you could have a street parade. If you're Swansea, you can have a street parade. Where Liverpool, that one is that's a filler. That's a filler. It adds to the tally, but it's a filler. It's still a major honour, so don't try and downplay it, but it's a filler. You know what I mean? But penalty shootout now. I don't really know what your opinion is on the Kepa thing, because I've seen people like Van Gaal do it and they're held geniuses. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it if I was a manager. I'm rolling with whoever. Unless my keeper's injured, I'm not subbing him. You know? Or if he was having a mare. If Mendy was having a mare, you take him off. Mendy was like their man of the match. Well, one of their men of the match. He was saving things that I was like, that should be in. You know? The Van Dijk, the Matip goal that got disallowed. I'm going to go into all of these things later. I'm just doing a whistle-stop tour. I'm going to go into it in a lot more detail later. But I don't get what was going on there. I've seen so many goals where our defenders have been pushed to the floor and we're in an offside position and the other team have scored and they've been given. I don't get what's going on. And let's wrap up the Naby Keita incident. 100% red card. 100%. 100%. You know, 100%. He done him. He did Chalobah. When I first saw it, I thought it was 50-50. When I see the replays, man done him. Whether he done him because he was trying to protect himself, that might be a different thing, yeah? But he done him. No other words. It's a red card. All I can say is Harry Kane. You know what I mean? That's what I'm going to say. I'm not feeling sorry for Chelsea. Harry Kane stayed on the field when we played Tottenham. There's going to be more of those decisions. Now, I'm not going to kick off about them because the game's finished. Again, the game's finished. Just like I said about the Rodri handball, game's finished. So I'm not even going to, I'm just going to be like, I'm going to be honest, say what happened, but then we move on. Naby Keita should have got a red. Possibly Chelsea could have then went on to win the game. We don't know. It's all ifs. If. But we won the match. So it got. You know what I mean? And it's even better that it's happening to Chelsea. You know what I mean? That's the thing. That final was significant because of who we beat. It's not just the game itself, it's who we beat. We beat Chelsea. Don't tell me it's not a major final. You know what I mean? They'll get over it. They'll get over it in a few weeks' time because they can rectify it in the Champions League. You know what I mean? They can put it back together in the Champions League. But for now, bragging rights are us. Quad still on. We've got 1 down, 3 more to go. Kellerher's a G. Stuck the penalty away. I'm not gonna lie. There was a couple man that went up, and I thought there was gonna be a few misses. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where Konate found that penalty from. You know what I mean? I don't know where the hell. Robbo, I'm not gonna lie. I was scared that Robbo was gonna miss. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? These penalties, them look like they were practicing. They looked like they were practicing. The mans was hitting corners. So big up to all of them, man. And then Kepa missed. And you know what? There's no shame, man. There's no shame. When you see a goalkeeper miss, there's no shame in that, man. No shame at all. So, anyway, Carabao Cup winners. We are in the ascendancy. Let's deal with them and them in the league this week and take it from there. We've got a game Wednesday. And yeah, I'm going to do another live video probably later on today. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.